Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick. We're doing the Friday chat walk sort of thing. Apologies if the wind on the microphone is a bit bad, so sound might go in and out. It's always going to be a little bit like that when we're going outside walking. To give it a bit of variety, we're doing the same walk as I normally do for the last couple of weeks, but we're doing it in reverse order. So round here is normally where I would have done the shout outs, but we're going back to front, so I'll see how it works out. So I'll be walking along, and then when I get home I have a load of random bits of footage and I'll try and edit them together, and I'm sure it'll be a great success, yeah? So I hope you've been having a good week. Been a lot of videos going up on the channel as usual. Members would see what videos they would have been in advance, so if you want to look at memberships, that'll help me out a great deal. Yeah, so the live stream's been going well. Been ZX Spectrum on the Monday and the Tuesday. We're putting an Atari one on Monday as well. Wednesday Commodore 64, and yeah, Thursday we did the Amiga blundering. So we'll try and think of something next week for the Amiga, because the blundering series was a big success. But we sort of like exhausted stunt car racer now, because I won Division 1 somehow. So we'll think of something next time round. Now, it's sunny at the moment, but it has recently stopped raining, so I thought I'd dart out and do a bit of filming before the rain comes again. There's always, as I said before, a little bit of an added dynamic on these outside ones, because you never know whether you've got to quickly stop filming because someone's going to come along on this walk, so I keep darting left and right. But I did mention the live streaming there. Now it's all about, now I know my internet's okay now, it's brilliant. Before we was doing the 360p and it's a bit blurry. Now on a 0.6 upload, now I've got about 18. So I know any problems aren't going to be my side, it's going to be how either YouTube interpret the information or how it goes to people's various devices. Now, on one of the live streams on Wednesday, the Commodore 64, people said there was a little bit of lag, so the sound was out from the picture, I think by a second. It wasn't too serious, but I knew the problem was at my side, and through a bit of feedback, so thank you, it was working on some devices and not other devices. I think some with a weaker signal, if you've got other applications running, might have a bit of delay on that. Now, I'm always trying to find a balance. So I lowered the bitrate ever so slightly not to be a problem, so hopefully the lesser machines won't be having too much of a problem with it going forward, because you're trying to find the balance. Now, just to get you an example, when I tried to do a test of PlayStation 1, you wouldn't have seen that because it was a bit of a private test, or there was a brief live one. It was all seeming a bit blurry, and the only way I could get rid of the blur, if I put the bit rates, that's the amount of information being transmitted through YouTube. I put it up from 5,000 up to, I think it was like 9,000. Now, although it stopped the blur, I don't think hardly anyone could have been able to watch it, because it was getting a bit sunny now, because the amount of information going through. So it was crystal clear. Even on my side, it was stuttering. So I think I found a way, maybe I can alter, I'm getting a bit technical now, offering the CPU preset. So we'll have another few goes on that, because there's no real reason, I don't think, why I shouldn't be able to do PlayStation 1 at 60 frames a second. If not, maybe I'll experiment with 30 frames a second. But it's just a question of offering you a bit more, having a bit of fun with it. So that's what I'm basically going to try and look at, mixing about with that. But I'm glad you're enjoying the streams. If you haven't got time, if you're in a different part of the world and miss them, they all do get archived. So if you want to go and see them in the live stream playlist, then feel free to do so. But they've been great fun so far. I've really enjoyed it, and we have a lot of fun. The last one was particularly good fun, the stunt car race one, the Amiga, on Thursday. So if you get any time to drop into those, please do so, and I'd love to see you there. Oh, here we go. Over the fence. This is always going to test me a little bit. Look at that, it's been raining as well, it's a little bit muddy. Well, we'll get over it, easy peasy. Right, go. Whoa. Oh man, he survives again, I think. I'm not being followed, am I? No, that's a bit of luck. Well, not this time, because we're going in the opposite direction. Hurrah! Oh man. Right, there's a lot of foliage in the way. I didn't film it, but I just got caught up with a load of thorn bushes, and look at that stuff. That's dangerous stuff. That could rip your trousers Yeah, under we go. Ooh. Under we go. You really take your life in your own hands on these, you really do. Surely it was just as dangerous on the first way round. Goodness gracious. Right, we're into the woody bit now. We're into the woody bit. I almost couldn't get in because although this is quite a secluded entrance from the road to the woodland bit, there was a van parked over the bit. I had to squeeze past. So I think they're laying down some sort of electric cable. So maybe they're giving the woods Wi-Fi or something. But that was a bit bizarre. I thought I always had to abandon it, but I just had to weave around a load of orange cable, which I'm sure is 100% safe. The only problem with going this way round is it's all upward elevation. This is a bit better, a bit of seclusion. Well, you can still hear the traffic in the background here, but very rarely anyone around in these woods. The occasional dog walker. On the suburbs I sometimes get followed with. It's a bit of parkland around the place, but in the woods we seem to be okay, which is good. Now when I was going through those thorn bushes earlier on, a bit of water dripped off the leaves onto my cheat sheet thing here, which I do with a fibre pen, and it's made it a bit blurry, but I think I can remember what I was going to talk about. Generally it's nonsense anyway, isn't it, really? But we're going to go a bit with retro gaming. You might have heard this story. I think it came out in July originally, but then there was just like an update. Sega, the company Sega, who did the Mega Drive and the Genesis, the most popular ones, they released the Sega Mini, didn't they, before, which was very successful. Then they took a bit of an odd route that you couldn't predict. They did the Sega Game Gear, which was a handheld back in the day. They re-released a micro version of it, which, well, it's flawed and it's stupid because the screen you're looking at is only about an inch or 1.1 inches, and no one's got eye strain to be dealing with that, which was preposterous. And now they've come with another odd move that Sega are doing, but it might be a bit more successful, but I can't quite see its purpose or who's going to buy it, although it does look a neat piece of kit. It was the ASTRO CITY MINI arcade cabinet. So it's a very miniature arcade cabinet that fits, I don't know the exact dimensions, but I'll try and put up a picture. It fits in the palm of your hand, essentially. I haven't been sent one, but so I can't actually show you the real one, so I'll show you a picture. It's going to retail for $120, and I think it's only going to come out in Japan first of all, scheduled for release in December. It says it can play arcade quality games, comes preloaded with 32 of them, including hits such as Golden Axe, Altered Beast, and Virtual Fighter, and a few other ones as well. Now, $120 includes an HDMI cable, so you can connect it to a full screen monitor. But yeah, I mean, would you buy one of those? It seems a little bit strange, but yeah, I mean, it's a much better product than the Sega Game Gear Mini, I can see, but. Yeah, I mean, it does look a nice bit of kit. It gives you a joystick. I think there's 6 different buttons which help with games like Virtual Fighter. And I can pretty much see why they're releasing it in Japan first, because they're pretty much game hungry. Now, whether it's going to be successful, I'd imagine, regardless. Now, whether that then migrates to Europe and the UK and everywhere else, I do not know. But do you think that's something you would get, a Sega ASTRO CITY Mini? I think with so many options available, such as emulation, the Mini and these versions as well, and MAME, if you can get that working, I can't really see why you would want one of those, but it's all about nostalgia, really. If you play the arcades a lot and you like those games, it could be something quite cool to have on the shelf. But a little bit has passed me by, and I think $120, that's US, I think that's the wrong price point for it. If it was sort of like, if we go for sterling £40 to £50, I might be a bit tempted, but then I suppose they're paying for all the licenses of the games, I guess. So what do you think about that? Is that something you would get, or you think, no way, Jose, I'll just play the emulated versions or MAME? So yeah, that's interesting thing I come across. Now, I'm sure this isn't the easiest route I'm doing. It's all very damp here. I could slip over at any second. That would make an interesting video. It'd probably go viral then, wouldn't it? Whee! Right, into parkland. Right, good. And you know what? I think I deserve a blackberry after all that, as they're still here. Yes, it's starting to rain again. Maybe we'll get a rainbow. I think we're okay because it's all like undercover here. I think it's just going to be a brief summer storm, I think, rather than anything else. I'll tell you another story I come across. Do you remember in the film Aliens, where Ripley was in that mechanical suit and she was battling the alien? It's like an exoskeleton she was in there. Well, some company are producing something, well, it's a lot bigger, but something similar to that. It's been in crowdfunding for 10 years, I believe, at this point. A company called Exobionics. You might want to Google them. But they've produced this big prosthetic mechanical suit you can wear. Obviously you can't get in the supermarket, it's just too big. And it's capable of lifting a car or towing a truck. Now their aim is to get it into some sort of sports thing, like mechanical racing. It weighs 9,000 pounds, that's its weight, and it's on sort of like 4 legs. So it's a bit of a bulky thing, but it's got massive potential there. So it's a wearable exoskeleton suit. Now, it's amazing when you look at the Paralympics, when you look at the prosthetic limbs and the 400-metre runners, 100-metre runners, what they've done there. I think eventually, if it hasn't happened already, these bio implants and mechanical things are going to surpass what a human could do. So I really like the look of these mechanical suits. I don't know, you can't buy them off the peg from the shops at the moment, but I believe they're going to get smaller and smaller and lighter. So you can do get massive strength from them beyond what you'd normally have. Now let's way past the military things of that and just look at the fun aspects there. But if you can suddenly lift much more than you're normally capable of and run much quicker than you can and maybe fly, you're certainly starting to turn into a superhero, aren't you, to some degree? But it's a little way off being something like RoboCop or anything like that. So we're not going to have any cybercrime at this sort of like stage. I'll try and put up some pictures again if I can do. But it's a very interesting story. I mean, 10 years in development. It's all been crowdfunded. So I don't know if the people that are crowdfunding it are going to get a suit. I mean, I'm at a point where in this country where it's even illegal to go on those like kids' scooters on the electric scooters on the road. So how are they going to license a mechanical suit? I do not know, unless you have to go on private land. Now, if you have to go on private land, or even where I'm walking now, then I don't want to be attacked by a big mechanical droid thing when I'm in the woods trying to enjoy myself talking, because it's going to it's going to upset everything. So yeah, I mean, it's called prosthesis, I think, or prosthesis. When that's in the shops, get it to your local sports shop and pick one of those up. It might help with your shopping, but that's all done online now, isn't it, really? Interesting stuff. Science fiction coming nearer reality. The good thing when it's raining is there's less people about, but there does seem to be a lot of construction workers around the place compared to normal. Possibly could do with that electricity trench or pipe and thing, so we'll see how we get on. I might have to finish it a bit when we get home, but hopefully it'll be okay. Man, just walked into Bedlam there. You see how narrow this walkway is? Right, there's a lorry blocking the whole path from construction workers laying down electricity pipe, drainage pipe, stink pipe or something. I just had to risk life and limb going into a ditch and just wander my way through. They put cones on one side of the wall but not the other side, so that's absolutely madness. I don't think those construction workers liked me being there, but you know, this is a right of way, this. Crazy stuff. I'm still alive though, that's just a bonus. So video's still going to be going up on Saturday. Hooray! Never sit, this is a tip for you if you're out walking, never sit on a wet park bench because you'll get wet trousers. Nincompoopin'. Yeah. I bet you've always wondered, I'm sure you have, what's the best way to store dairy milk chocolate or chocolate in general? Some people say keep it in the fridge so it's nice and fresh. Some people say keep it in the cupboard. It's the age-old war that's happened. Countries have gone to war to it. Many lives have been lost. Well, Cadbury's have now moved into this debate to advise you what's the best way to store their chocolate, so you better listen up. They said, very important this, they said don't keep your chocolate in the fridge. No. you'll preserve the taste better if you keep it in a cool, dry, dark place, like a household cupboard, or in the woods. That's quite nice and dry. That'll work out quite well. You know, so that's a recommendation from Cadbury's, and they know about their chocolates. I don't know where you've been storing it, in the microwave or in the oven or on your roof or sellotape to the chimney flue, but let me know, because they also say, talking about that, there's also salad cream. Does salad cream go in the cupboard or in the fridge? I know tomato ketchup go in the cupboard. We keep our salad cream in the fridge, but I'm of the mind, I've been outvoted, I'm of the mind that's probably best in the cupboard, but the people in the house say it's better in the fridge. What are your thoughts? So chocolate in the cupboard, salad cream where? It's very important, this, but the Heinz, the salad cream company, haven't stepped forward. They haven't done the honourable thing like Cadbury have done, so we just do not know. Oakley doke, it's time for some shout outs. The sun is shining again. That rain before was only a sprinkling, so that is fine. So the shout outs go to members on the channel. If you want to have a look at that, it does support the channel and helps me keep going. Starts off just $1.99 a month, which if you can afford it, isn't too much money, and a lot of little bits really help me keep going and improve the channel to the degree that it's doing so. Okay, and anyone on the second tier, $4.99 and above, you get a shout out for anything that you're doing. It can be web based or locally based, or anything that you're doing. I don't mind shouting it out, giving you a bit of a plug, because then you're helping me as well. So the second tier and above, I'll always do that if you want me to, or you can stay anonymous. Just send me a message via the members thing, and then I can get that altered. So yeah, special shout outs this time go to Neil Barrett, thank you, Stephen NEQ UK, Phil Hill, thank you. It's a bit blurry this because of the water that fell on, but I think I can read it and remember it. Stuart Clegg, thank you, you're all good people. Rossi Bossy, thank you there. Julie Monk, now Julie sent me a link, so I'll put that on the screen as well. It's pininterest.co.uk/Julie Monk. Basically it's a page which is a collection of retro things, so all cool things there, range from gaming, food, books and TV. So if you're into your retro and want a nostalgia buzz from that, then check that one out. It's a good site to look at. Chono Baggy, thank you. Grey Hulk 2, Pum Pum Reader, Jason Holmes, Tom and Andrew Gibson, so thank you. And on the upper tier, so thank you, it does a lot of help for the channel. They're based in Australia, it's Graham Vebke, so it's really pleased to catch you in one of the live streams this week, so I know there's a big time dilation between the UK and the Australia. So yeah, it was great to see you in there. Hope everything is good. So thank you to everyone that supported the channel. If you haven't already subscribed, please consider doing so if you've got this far in the video, because it shows that you might like it. If you want to click on the join button, it doesn't commit you straight away. There's a video first of all telling you a little bit what it's all about and the perks there. Be more videos going up this week. All the videos will be free there, but one of the perks is you'll get to see in advance what games we'll be covering, and if you want to nominate what games I'll try to push them ahead a bit on the list. So 2 ZX Spectrum games going up on Saturday. On Sunday there's the Amiga and something else as well. Members will know that in detail. So next time, thank you for coming on my walk for me. It was a bit interesting with the construction workers this time, and they almost fell down a ditch and was never seen again, but luckily we've survived. So next time, take great care of yourself, and I'm very fond. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Goodbye, E.
And Jenkin.